What's up guys, I'm Dom and this is the Xiaomi Mi Band 7.
With that epic looking AMOLED display, you'd be surprised to find that it's priced below £50. After daily driving this device for a week, I want to share my experience with you.
Before we start, it would be super appreciated if you hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It will honestly mean a lot and it will help the channel and the community to grow.
The device comes packaged in this cool looking box and I honestly do like the way it's presented. It makes the device stand out from the crowd, mainly because of the Super AMOLED display on that matte black background. Now before we begin, a little note from our sponsor. Hekka is a pretty cool online store where you can buy fashion as well as electronics such as smartwatches, smartphones, headphones, laptops, tablets and more. Check them out using the link down below and use offer code DOM10 to get $10 off any qualifying purchase on a order over $29. And let's get back to the unboxing. So the band offers a crisp and clear full AMOLED display, which is pretty awesome. It's got a all-day blood oxygen saturation monitoring as well as rich watch faces and an ultra-long battery life. The band features over 100 exercise modes as well as a after exercise performance evaluation. It's waterproof up to 50 meters. It features reliable sleep information recording as well as magnetic charging. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's have a closer look at what we get inside of the box. It's nice that they've included that little tiny bit, so you can actually just pull it out with ease. So looking at the contents of the box, it looks packaged very simple. So obviously that's the band itself, but I guess we'll take a look at that later. So up here we have a USB charging cable. Obviously this isn't a USB-C charging cable, it's just a standard charging cable. And in here you have your user manual, which is a absolutely massive book. Look at that. Okay, so this is what the charging cable looks like. Nothing special and it's relatively short. And this is the band. Now my first impressions of this is that it does look pretty cool. I mean, it's a basic smart band, but it feels pretty premium. It's got that old-fashioned fitness accessory sort of strap, which is pretty normal for these types of bands, and that's what the actual tracker looks like. Now, to power it on for the first time, you have to simply connect the charging cable to a source of power. Now, because I don't have any form of power that's accessible for the short cable, I'm just going to use my power bank. For those of you who are unaware, I currently use the Green Cell PowerPlay 20. Okay, so that should now power on. There we are. And straight away, looking at that display, it looks absolutely stunning. So now I simply scan the QR code and download the app. I've now downloaded the Zepp Life app, which replaces the old Mi Fit app. The entire download and setup process was nice, simple and quick. Just a side note to that, I've actually been using this app for around a week since I've recorded this particular part of the video.
Let's start by taking a closer look at the band.
The band features a 1.62-inch AMOLED display, which not only is bigger than the Mi Band 6, but also looks absolutely stunning, even in direct sunlight, making it great for those outdoor activities. And if that's still not enough, you can actually adjust the brightness in the settings of the watch. So what you see here is the watch face that I decided to use.
But if you have a closer look at the app, you'll find that there's over 100 watch faces to choose from, which honestly is pretty good. particularly as you'll be able to find one to suit your style.
Swiping up will allow you to get to the main menu where you see apps including your personal activity, which shows your daily progress, your heart rate is a never app, your PAI score.
Now this is a pretty interesting feature because it'll collect your data over time and it'll give you your health score, and obviously the higher your score, the better your health is. I honestly like that as a bit of a motivator.
Your blood oxygen level. The workouts app is where you would select your workout, and there's a great selection to choose from, including running and cycling. The workout history app shows you your workouts. The workout status will show you your workout level. You also have your stress level, your sleep level, and that's what it looks like, which I think is pretty impressive. You have your weather, you have your music, you have an alarm, events, which syncs with your Google Calendar, you've got your settings, and more.
Now here's where it gets interesting, because once you press more, you get access to features which I haven't actually seen on a smart band before, or even a smartwatch for that matter.
The talk is about the Pomodoro Timer app, which allows you to stay productive using the Pomodoro technique. You also get your event reminders, your silent mode, find my phone, a timer, a stopwatch, breathing, female health, and a flashlight.
So overall, this seems to be a feature-packed smart band, and for the price, I honestly think you're getting a lot. And I'm saying that as someone who's used various activity trackers before, be it Garmin's, Fitbits, and other than that, obviously the main smartwatches, like obviously the Apple Watch, Samsung watches, and up until recently the Mobvoi TicWatch Pro 3. But let's have a look how this performs in my everyday life. So first thing is first, the battery life is actually pretty impressive. So the manufacturer states you can get around 14 days of battery life. I've only ever charged this once, and that's when it arrived and when I did the unboxing video. After that, I was able to use it for the majority of the week. Now just a little bit of a side note, I was able to get this band a little bit earlier than anyone else, and the reason for that is because it released in China a little bit earlier than it released in the rest of the world, but that's not really an issue for me. But what I am going to say is that I actually really like this band, and I think that it has the potential to become my daily driver. Now, in terms of the performance, I think it performs extremely well. I haven't once seen lag in this, which obviously is a really good thing to see. But one thing I absolutely adore about this is the screen. It's absolutely an amazing screen. You can see the color vibrancy just by looking at it, and I mean just by looking at it. So just a quick look at the band and you straight away get to see those colors, which because of the AMOLED screen look absolutely gorgeous. Moving on to my issues with this. So obviously this is a new product, it's only recently been released, and like with many new products that have recently been released, there are expected to be a few issues, and for me the biggest issue at the minute was the app, unfortunately. And for me at present the biggest issue is that for some reason, if say I want to start a cycling activity or a walking activity, a running activity, it gets stuck on a stage which is known as positioning. So it's trying to find your GPS, but it just can't find it. Now I have found a workaround for that, and it's actually pretty easy, and it's really a non-issue for me. I'm not sure if it is an issue for anyone else, and the workaround is to simply start the activity in the app, and that's where I want to direct my next attention to, the app. So in the past, I used the Me app, which I thought was a really nice app and a really nicely built app. Unfortunately, that's now been dropped and has been replaced with a new app called Zepp Life. Funny enough, it's the same company that deal with the Amazfit fitness trackers, which obviously is pretty good. Now there are two apps that I currently use, and the first app is the main Zepp Life app, which is the main app you install on your phone for this, and it will give you access to all of your smart features you find in the old app and any other fitness tracker app, and it will allow you to actually connect the app to your phone. Now I also, alongside of this, use the main Zepp app, which is designed for the Amazfit trackers, because that gives me access to features such as Strava. Unfortunately, by default, this watch does not support anything other than Google Fit. Hopefully that will change soon. I already have sent an email to the developers through the Google Play Store, explaining how much I want this feature to be added, because I actually use Strava quite a lot. And I haven't heard back from them yet, but I guess it's too soon, so hopefully they'll get back to me soon. But it would be nice to see if the two apps are combined into one, because I actually prefer the interface of the main Zepp app. It's just something about that dark mode that looks so much nicer than the one provided in the Zepp Life app, which is just basically a bright white app. It's still a very nice app. It's very similar to the main Zepp app, but it's easier to look at the other Zepp app, if that makes sense. So yeah, overall, I think that this is a really good smart band, and it's definitely going to become my daily driver for the next few weeks or so. Even longer perhaps, depends on a number of circumstances, but so far I absolutely adore it, and I think it's a really good price. And actually, comparing Fitbits on the market, I think that this is a really good product. The one thing I will add is that the last Xiaomi Mi Band I had and I used was actually the original, and even back then I remember being distinctively happy with the product. There's just something about it from the very beginning that I really liked, and for that price, honestly, for that price, this is a very good product. But anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more great content, and do check out the links down below. Till next time.